all of them but this one died because of the heat in the summer. There's just nothing that survives Australian summer heat, I swear. Okay, it's in here, and honestly I thought this pot was going to be massive for it, but it's not. Hello everyone, and welcome to my gardening video. This is a little bit out of the box for me to do, but I just thought we'd film what we're doing today. So this afternoon, it's a really sunny, beautiful day, finally, and there's so much that we want to do in the garden, so we're going to get started now. My name's Nina, I'm 27 years old and I live in Perth, Western Australia. There's quite a bit that we have to do. So the weeds have just gone crazy. During winter, the weeds just go wild. So we need to pull out all the weeds, and there's a couple of dead plants that we've got that we want to get rid of and replace. There's a lot to do. It might be a little bit time-lapsey, this part of the video, but I'll explain to you guys what I'm doing while we do it. Let's get gardening. We're going to start in the backyard. We haven't got much of a backyard garden. This part here, so this is a lily-pilly plant. You can barely see it, this one here. Amongst all the weeds, like these are all the weeds down here that we have to pull out, and all this here. This used to be a lily-pilly, this dead now stick. It died last summer because the heat just absolutely killed it. So we need to pull it out and replace it, and hopefully it will grow enough and mature enough during the winter so that the next summer doesn't kill it. This one here is doing really well, so I feel like it's going to be a massive difference between this one and like a new baby one. But anyway, and then over here I have these aloe vera plants. I've got 4 of them, but if you know anything about aloe vera plants, they make tons of babies. So you can see all the babies that we have growing from them in the middle here, and then also a bunch of weeds as well that we have to get rid of. This is maybe like the 5th or 6th time that we've gotten rid of the babies from the aloe vera plants in 3 years, because it just goes wild. We're going to get rid of the babies, pull out all the weeds, and make it all nice and clean. And then I want to do a little bit of work over here as well. We just have this strip, and I did plant a bunch of flowers along here a while ago, but all of them but this one died because of the heat in the summer. There's just nothing that survives Australian summer heat, I swear. So I just want to pull the weeds out of here and probably not do much else here. I don't feel like there's any point in putting anything else here because it's just gonna die, really. So that's the backyard that we're gonna start with, and then when we move on to the front yard, I will show you guys that one. Okay, it's the next day and I've just gotten home. So last night we went to Bunnings to get some stuff and to get a new lily pilly to put in the ground out the back. But Bunnings didn't have any lily pillies. So this morning I've gone out to, I think it was called Guildford Garden Centre, and they had loads. So I've gotten one. I got the biggest one I could get because the other one next to it is obviously grown quite a lot. Yeah, I don't want the size difference to be massive, but I think it still will be quite big. It's meant to rain in like an hour or so, and I really want to get this in the ground before it rains. So let's get it in, and then we'll see about doing the front yard. I'm not too sure when we're going to do it, just depending on the rain this weekend. Let's get this one in the ground. Okay, it's in, and it definitely is a lot smaller than the one next to it that's grown massively, but at least hopefully this one won't die over the summer and it will grow to that size eventually. We want it to be like a hedge. That was the goal, to make like a hedge along here, but slow progress. We didn't get a chance to get all the babies out of here either, all the baby aloe veras yesterday. We got all the weeds out, but just not the baby. That might be a job for another day as well if it rains. I did mention yesterday that I have this one. I kind of want to put it in a pot. I have these two pots here with like practically dead plants in them. So I think I'm going to use this white pot and put that little flower pan in here now because it's still not raining, so I've got a bit of time. Okay, update in the plant saga. As you could see, that plant obviously did not fit in that pot at all. And I was just about to run out to Bunnings and get a bigger pot. But the only thing about that is that I already have like so many little pots that are empty and I just didn't want another one. I didn't want to buy another pot when I already have so many. So I was thinking for a minute and I came up with a better idea. I have a massive pot that is currently empty in my front yard. I think I'm going to put it in there. Even though it's massive, I wouldn't be surprised that this plant can grow quite big because I feel like it's gotten really big in that tiny spot that it was in. Okay, it's in here, and honestly I thought this pot was going to be massive for it, but it's not. It's actually a really good size. I feel like it's going to be so much happier in this pot because the space that it was in before was tiny and it was a really hot area as well. I've given it a little water, but I'm also going to pull it into the full rain, so then when it does rain it gets a nice water as well. I hope it does well in there. I think it will be fine. While I'm out here I'll show you the state of my front yard. It's just wild. There's all these dead trees that need to come out as well. There's tons of weeds. Yeah, it's not great. So this is going to be the next challenge, hopefully on a day that's nice and sunny and not raining.